also what we haven't spoken about is the benefits for you yourself and for your future career and for the job roles you're doing. So I can give an example from my own job role, what I told you about, that I'm active in all of Europe and all of EMEA, and I work with all our network partners. Yeah, what I said, from different oil companies to charge point operators to anyone in the mobility ecosystem, also even OEMs, car manufacturers. So all these partners, and all these partners are located in different countries and locations and cultures in Europe, and working with them and working successfully with them means understanding their culture and understanding the way they think, understanding the way how they make decisions, and catering to that. And only I would say, the keystone here is the breadth of and scope of international experience that has helped to address all these topics. Because you can't go, live for 30 years in one place and then believe you can adapt to each of these different cultures. It's not that simple. So you need to, in order to go away from a one-trick pony approach and to be able to be a bit have a bit more of a multiverse, a multiverse approach when you talk to these different partners, the international experience helps so much, and that's why that's a big benefit.
Yes, I was wondering to ask you about that, like as an EXCO member. What do you think about that? Do you think that this kind of experience is enriching not only the curriculum and the professional experience that this person has, but do you think that it's something that you are considering when you are, for example, interviewing someone, or when you are choosing someone for your team? Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a valid point, and it really depends on the role. So we have international roles, and we have roles that request you specifically to be active across different countries. Just recently, we've made one of our country managers in the team that has been responsible for Austria. Sorry, he's done Austria and Switzerland, and so we've now made him responsible for Benelux and the German region. And he had to have this geographical footprint already beforehand, and he had to have international experience. And a lot of the people in the team and a lot of the people that are in leading positions in the teams with me have to have this international footprint in the background. And it's really a necessity, yeah? Otherwise you cannot work across borders. So to answer your question, absolutely. So you look at the requirements for the role, and the more international and the broader the role is, the better, or as a requirement, the better the person it is, if the person has a international background and has this ability to move and has lived in different cultures. So
okay, I can see that.
But even in general, because we talked about flexibility and adaptability, yes, and so on, like even what you've done now, you've learned to experience and work with new characters, new culture, new way of looking at things. That helps tremendously when you work with customers or when you work with any sort of other network partners. By moving, you're creating the ability to adapt and to cater and understand different ways of thinking and different people better. So in any way, it's a massive benefit for your job life, but also for your private life, etc. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that something that I've been learning a lot is to connect the dots sometimes that is not so obviously. Like you can understand, I can understand the Brazilian scenario, and I can understand the European scenario, and I can see some different subjects that sometimes usually I couldn't understand, like how they are connected. But now that I expand my knowledge about everything, I can see the things in a different perspective, which is so nice. And definitely it's a skill that is a transversal thing, like I can see that a lot of different job positions that would love to have someone like with this kind of skills set. So I think it's like this movement, it's always helping everyone to be more complete as a professional,
Exactly, I like the word, completeness. That's good. It makes you more complete. Yeah?
Exactly.
It makes you, and it opens you more opportunities, and it opens your own horizon, but also opens you for yourself more opportunities.